I'm an evolutionary biologist and I'm interested in the question how evolution works. And this may seem a very vague question, especially when you know that Charles Darwin wrote this beautiful book which was published in 1859 called On the Origin of Species. In this book he convincingly showed how natural selection selects for individuals that have specific traits that give them an advantage over other individuals. But what Charles Darwin didn't know was the mechanisms behind this. Now we have a whole field which is called molecular biology, in which people claim they do know the mechanisms because they study gene regulation, why some genes are turned on, when they're turned off, and they even understand the evolution of novel genes. But to my mind, there's still a huge gap between Charles Darwin's view of natural selection and the molecular biologist's view. And I don't understand how we can bridge this gap. And this is what I really want to understand. Now in my project I'm using a framework, and this framework can change completely, in which I try to compare chimpanzees and humans. We are the closest related species, and we diverged from a common ancestor about 6 million years ago. Now if you look at our genetic makeup, we are extremely similar. But hopefully you agree that if you look at a human and a chimp, you can tell the difference. Maybe not all the time, but most of the time you can definitely tell the difference. So how can we genetically be so similar, yet phenotypically so different? And of course there are lots of similarities as well. So I'm using this framework because I think we humans like a framework and we like to understand ourselves. So by trying to explain how you can have these two different species genetically closely related, phenotypically and behaviorally quite different, and what are basically the key evolutionary mechanisms that has led to this divergence. Why am I doing this? Because I'm an evolutionary biologist and I want everyone to understand evolutionary processes.